Welcome. When we last left off, our love interest front runner revealed to us that she has a passion for sharp cutlery. She showed us one of her knives. We cut ourselves with it by accident. She leaned in. She licked the blood off of my finger, at which point I decided this is the woman I'm going to marry. And tonight we will continue working towards that goal. Welcome. This is Doki Literature Club. Oh my god, no way. Are you serious? Oh my god. I didn't realize how much we were gonna have to skip. I basically stopped right at the end of this chapter, I'm assuming, where it would have started me. Alright, keep going. Yep. Psycho. Good stuff. Here we go. Okay. Alright, always be my dearest friend. That was what I chose. We're gonna keep going down that path. No regrets. Alright, I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Here we go. This is where I probably should have stopped. I guess I was worried that it would go into something drastic and I didn't want to continue last time. Alright. So yes, the conversation ended. I let her know that she meant a lot to me as a friend. Here we go. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival, but knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Oh, she's already missing. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. There you go. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Should have. Ha ha ha, you should take a little responsibility for her, chef. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Yeah, this chick is super weird. She went down in the rankings real fast. She's giving me vibes of like super manipulative and just shitty. I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think, huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, she's fucking weird. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? Someone that would fake a serious disease. I see where you're going. They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Hey, but like, why did this bitch print this on the pamphlets to get people to come to our club and like hand it out? She's like dropping even further to me just straight up not liking her. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I got a pit in my stomach. Sha? What's wrong? What's wrong? This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written, but more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. This is where it's gonna get like, don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school make her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? I don't think she's gonna be alive anymore. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Fuck. I feel like I need to plaster trigger warnings all over this stream description and everything now. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh. God. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I had a feeling, oh God. I suppressed the urge to vomit. I had a feeling that's what we were gonna find. To be honest, like in my head from everything that had been going on, I even like had a feeling that it was gonna be a hanging. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, that has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Dude, holy shit. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. What's up, Jeremiah, Florida State fan? What the hell? What is this? So I'm playing this game for the first time. I don't know anything about it. It's a blind playthrough. We just got to some seriously dark stuff. How's it going? I lose. But it's not, because the game continues, because it wasn't like this before. So like clearly, like I assume I have to pick this option, which lets me continue whatever's next with. Oh, I see. Sayori's been replaced with like a random collage of pieces from each of the other girls. Okay. All right. We're gonna hit that thing. I can't read that. All right, here we go. So let's see what this is. What's going on, man? Are you familiar with this game, I assume? No spoilers, please. I am just going through all the motions, the emotions, and the confusion. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's gonna chase after like this, does the game just start over? But it's like glitched? I think this is the beginning of the game, but it's like not. I have no idea what's going on. I'm so confused. I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. What the hell is going on? Okay. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Dude, what is this game? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Chef? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Dude, I don't like her anymore. Like, it's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So, did the story start over as if Sayori never existed? Dude, this is some mind fuck. I didn't expect it to be like this. I thought we were going down like I thought the literature club was gonna end up being like some wacky Satanist or something crazy. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? How about that? I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Chef. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. I guess I have no reason to refuse. I have reason to refuse. Something's wrong with her. Like, something is way off with her. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Chef. You know that. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And they even said it the same way. Today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Monica is the devil. It's the only answer. She's actually just the devil. It's exactly like Mama told me. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Dude, what the fuck? This is so wild. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Chef. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. I ran into Chef in a classroom and decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry, I didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Damn, we don't get cupcakes. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Chef? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. This is so weird. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take seat next to Monica. Fuck that, I don't want to sit next to her. Bro, she's... So I know you didn't really plan on coming here. but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Oh, I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Am I gonna play the same story 4 times with a different one killing themselves at the end of each time? Like, what the hell? Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I'm so confused. Oh yeah, I forgot I needed to move my thing. Oops. Face cam. Where was I? Up here, right? Is this where I was doing this game? So it didn't block the text? I think so. Seems right. Alright. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Chef, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Is this like telling me exactly what's happening to me right now? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Oh my god. Oh. Dude, way too much time outside today. I'm like dying. I needed that Dragon Ball Z energy drink. I need that Vegeta Super Saiyan blue raspberry. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I mean, I definitely feel like it already did that with the way this first chapter ended, huh? Ugh, I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Oh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? It feels like we're going through like a faster version of the story with Sayori not here. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Nah, not a very confident writer yet. I'm late. What did I miss? So to catch you up, Sayori hung herself in her room and the game got all kinds of fucking crazy and glitchy, and I hit it said end. It basically told me the game ended, and it took me back to a start screen where Sayori was replaced with like almost a puzzle of different pieces from each of the other girls, and I had an option at the top that was gibberish, so I picked that, and now I'm in here. And from what I'm gathering so far, I'm basically playing through the story without Sayori having ever existed, and I'm still ending up in here. I think Monika's fucking crazy. I'm pretty sure she's like actually Satan, but we will continue and find that out for sure. But this game is fucking, it went off the rails. Like this was it going off the rails with like all kinds of weird glitching and like, I don't even know what's going on. You cannot escape the literature club. There's no way out. I have to read and write poems. It is my destiny. So my going theory right now is that I'm going to play this game 4 times, and each time a different girl's going to kill herself at the end of the story, and it's going to be like related to their poems, but somehow she's going to end up being the one that survives until the last playthrough, like she's the last boss or something. But she's fucking weird. Something's off about her. She's like a stalker. She seems manipulative. I really don't like her. Out of the 4 girls, she's actually in like 10th place. This game is crazy. Alright, I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Man. Did you play it or did you watch somebody play it? Gonna be lurking while I play Baldur's Gate 3 but enjoy the insanity? It's just, I'm so confused. I watched someone play? Okay. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I'm like so discombobulated between being tired from being outside and like the way that this story started tonight. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. I don't like her. I feel like every time like I hear her talk more, I like her less. Like I almost feel like she is driving the girls in this club to end up killing themselves and like exposing their vulnerabilities by having them write poems. Like she is just a fucking psycho. I'm gonna start coming to the club wearing like garlic clothes and shit. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. And her poems don't say anything. Like, we know nothing about her. Like, her poems, like, are fucking weird. They make no sense. She's the one that makes it seem like she's just literally throwing words down from whatever's around her. We don't know anything. She's the last boss, for sure. They're gonna die. Fuck. Alright, next time we meet, I'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Chef? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All 3 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back at me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Chef. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I mean, she's a fucking psychopath, so I feel like it would be for the sake of trying to save these 2 that I would agree to join this fucking club, but you are a fucking whack. I can't wait to like the last chapter and like she's just like some fucking glitched out computer thing looking like a demon. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself feels pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Chef? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Chef, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Chef, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Alright, I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? What? I was hoping if I clicked it, stuff would show up. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that what happened the first time was that I ended up writing too many poems that Sayori liked, and Monica convinced her to kill herself. So I have a feeling if I try to push for Yuri this time, Monica's going to convince Yuri to kill herself. But I'm still going to push for Yuri in case I'm wrong, because Yuri... it's waifu. Alright, I honestly expected to see gibberish in the poem too, like whatever words would have potentially related to Sayori would be just like glitched out. You go Crimson. Go Despise. I despise Monica, she's fucking weird. We'll go Ambient. Loud, clumsy, graveyard, journey, play, philosophy, sadness, papa, dream, cry. Alright. Doki Doki, disaster, rain cloud, friends, fireworks, memories, grief, infinite, nature, agonizing. I mean, I feel like I do like a good rain cloud. Keep the sun out, it's not as hot. Oh, Friends. Friends is good. Special bubbles, flee, Valentine, whistle, infallible, sparkle, incongruent, sweet parfait. Marriage, together, joy, comfort, bouncy, jump, waterfall, climax, clouds, lazy. Yeah. No, Yuri likes that climax. Aura, Destiny, Inferno, Alone, Candy, Lucky, Love, Uncontrollable, Heart, Pain. Love. Vivid, Poof, Calm, Covet, Meager, Horror. Gotta go horror. Imagination, Kitty, Analysis, Heartbeat, Determination, Blanket, Variance, Spinning, Extraordinary, Fear. Let's go Fear. I'm gonna end up catering it to Yuri and then she's gonna fucking die. Universe, Sing, Cheeks, Nibble, Bed, Lust, Music, Bliss, Sensation, Whirlwind. Jumpy, Incapable, Hopeless, Summer, Landscape, Playground, Fickle, Portrait, Wonderful, Scars. I think I'm gonna go Hopeless. Treasure, Hop, Extreme, Explode, Amazing, Unrestrained, Time, Smile, Breathe, Anger. Tenacious, Wrath, Vertigo, Beauty, Rainbow, Depression, Fireflies, Chocolate, Vitality, Cheer. Hurt, Afterimage, Existence, Socks, Childhood, Effulgent, Excitement, Sugar, Starscape, Defeat. Ocean, Misfortune, Lipstick, Disown, Headphones, Fantasy, Raindrops, Rose, Tears, Vibrant. Rose. Pink, Embrace, Melancholy, Vanilla, Whisper, Contamination, Insight, Heaven Sent, Milk and Question. Atone, Hair, Games, Misery, Feather, Kawaii, Family, Cute, Suicide, Broken. Go Broken for the Hardies. Disarray, Passion, Shiny, Silly, Eternity, Promise, Fluffy, Sticky, Anxiety, Entropy. Should I pick Sticky at least once in this playthrough? No. Essence, Sunny, Nightgown, Skirt, Skipping, Unrequited Pleasure, Unending, Pure, Disoriented, Skirt, Strawberry Party, Warm, Charm, Frightening, Unstable, Dance, Adventure, Lollipop, Empty. Let's go Frightening. All right. That probably is going to end up being Yuri. And she's going to end up, like, cutting herself with her knives, right? And it's going to, like, show it to me and, like, fucking scar me. Like, I'm going to close my eyes later and that's what I'm going to see. Hey, Chef, glad you didn't run away on us. I wanted to. Don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in. Everyone else is already hanging out. What the fuck, dude? Thanks for keeping your promise. Yeah, I have a feeling she's gonna end up slitting her wrists with like one of her fancy knives or something, but maybe not. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe all the girls will survive except for Monica, who sucks. Thanks for keeping your promise, Chef. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Chef. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. if you really don't want to, then forget I said anything. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. I would do anything for you, Yuri. Anything. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, hell yeah. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Big win? But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. She wants me. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. This is the only right answer. But the facility gets even worse. Then they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not cutting people's limbs. Yeah, that's what I thought. I bet she's not. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. I feel that. That parallels my own experience playing this fucking game. Ah, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Chef? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Yo, what's up, Daniela? I tried to leave the stream starting thing up for like 5 or 6 minutes to give people a chance because we knew what we were getting into when we started. We did have death in the beginning. It was exactly what I expected. In my head, I had a feeling she was going to kill herself, and I even had a feeling she was going to hang herself, to be honest. It just seemed like how she would do it. So I hit something that was like glitched letters, and I guess it's a new playthrough, but without Sayori ever existing, and weird stuff just keeps happening as I play. But Yuri is still bae, so we're still going here. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's literature club after all. Yeah, that was... I had a feeling they were gonna make me go to her house and be the one to find her and like see all that, and then just like weirdness. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the field. What the hell is happening, man? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. This is the greatest day of my life. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Also, this is guilt-free because we are in a story where Sayori never existed, right? So like everything that happened that was probably because of things I chose was in a previous playthrough, and we're in a totally alternate universe now where that did not happen, and I do not have to feel guilty about going for this, right? Right. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting to me. I can see that. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Of course you meant that. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. It would be incredibly difficult to read a book like this. It would be really annoying to like have to go at somebody else's speed or feel like I was holding them back. But 100% worth it. This was a great idea. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Nice. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. I feel like that's he's reaching a little deep there, but okay. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Chef? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Yo, welcome Monica. Deep thoughts of Chef Negative. Dude, this game has been like... I had no idea what I was in for when I started this game. Like, not even close. I wasn't even in the ballpark. I wasn't even playing the same game when I like grabbed this and started playing through it. This seems bad, right? Like her running off to the bathroom knowing what I know about her with her little like hobby, right? And like she seems to know about it and like just she's cool with it happening. I really like her less. I heard it was different. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, her little hobby. Yeah, I don't know enough about Twitch to know how to put all the trigger warnings I feel like I need to play this game on stream, to be perfectly honest. So don't report me, please. Welcome and hang out for some literature club. Welcome, Monica. It's I usually do it's a variety stream. I play a lot of different games, but I've been dedicating Saturday nights to playing through Doki Doki. Blind playthrough. I knew nothing about it going in. I just got it for free on the Epic Games Store, and I was like, this should be fun. Shayna's son told me about this game. He had an obsession with it. I would definitely say that the people that have stopped by that know about this game and have played it are very passionate about it. So I look forward to enjoying it that much. Alright, we're getting started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. So yeah, just to elaborate, I play different games with my friends and I also do music streams. I play guitar and drums and I take requests, so welcome if you want to hang out for that. Otherwise, Saturday nights is Doki Doki for a while probably. I think it's going to take me to beat it. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? I don't like her. Like, I don't want to exchange my poem with her at all. I feel like she's super shady. I'm like, in my head, I'm like reading her name backwards so I know how to say it so I can like banish her back to hell. Alright, let's go with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Chef, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? I feel like they made her like unnecessarily mean to me. That like, even though we share the manga hobby and like there could have been something there, like they really made her mean. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Ooh, what a call out. Yeah, that's right. Put in your place. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. It's funny because like the music makes you think like this is like some Dr. Seussian thing, but I see where she was going with it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I get it. It seems like it's like some deep thing to like basically like stop comparing yourself to all these other things that they can do, because like each of them have their own skill just like you have your own skill, so there's no point in like getting yourself down about it, right? That's how I took it. But it was just like written in like a very like children's booky way. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in that last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. See, it's like a lot deeper than it lets on by like the childish phrasing and stuff. It was good. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, where do we go? I feel like anytime she shows up, glitches happen. Hi, Chef. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Chef. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Chef. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions. Don't blame her for coming on a little strongly like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. This fake bitch. Something about her. Everything she says just rubs me so wrong. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Was this her poem last time? I don't remember her writing anything like this. My memory sucks, but maybe she did. Maybe it started like that and then it went off. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Ah, yeah. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Yo, what's up, Baltimore? How you doing, man? We're playing through Doki Literature Club completely blind. I know nothing about the game. I got it for free from the Epic Games Store, and it seems like I should play it, and went off the rails tonight. Game's gotten kind of wild. You're not seeing it right now, but weird shit is starting to happen. How you doing, dude? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned how to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. You ever play this one, Baltimore? Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Too naughty for you? I wish it was more naughty and less dark and depressing, to be perfectly honest. I only played 2 dating sims before this, and they were wacky, like a KFC one and a pigeon one, and it was fun, wacky times. And then I thought this was gonna be I saw it was psychological horror, and I was like, all right, it's gonna be weird Satan cult or some shit, and it's gonna be funny and whatever. And it got really real, really real, and dark. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Nobody writes in cursive anymore, man. Like, it's a miracle I even know it still. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Oh my god. We did too much today. I played drums for an hour and a half, and then we went to a birthday party where we were forced to be outside for like 3 hours, and I'm just not used to being outdoors, and just being outdoors drains me. That sunlight, man. Overdose of vitamin D. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chef. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. You went to a 40th yesterday in the sun? Yeah, it was a kid's birthday party, so there's just kids running around and screaming at like a park, but like, it was just exhausting. Being outside always ends up like draining me, I think, because I'm just not used to it. Like, I'm always in this room. Basically, if I'm not in this room, I'm sleeping in the other room. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Chef. Me too. Yeah, I'm supposed to play Helldivers tomorrow night with my buddies from work, and we're also supposed to go to the Renaissance Festival tomorrow, which is gonna be a lot more outdoor time if it's not raining. I'm gonna end up being exhausted. Phew, guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Chef did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Chef liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Chef appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Chef started showing up. Bruh, the cattiness. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on other like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. What the hell is going on? See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. I know they are. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Bro! No way she went there. Oh, did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Dude, this is the same argument that happened the first time, but it's like way harder. Yeah, go on. Let Chef hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Chef, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get to... I couldn't read it. How do I know what I'm supposed to decide? If I pick Yuri, it's gonna be like opposite or some bullshit. I'm gonna end up getting Yuri killed and I'm gonna be really sad. What the hell? Is it forcing me to pick Natsuki? I refuse. I will... What the fuck, man? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, man. I refuse. I refuse to... Okay. Hey, Chef. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? I don't want to go anywhere with her. Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. Dude. What the fuck? What an insane, like, change from how this started. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. They're gonna kill each other, bro. Some president I am. I feel like girls are the first to swing. Start grabbing hair and throwing each other around and shit. You can't leave them in there. Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Somebody's head is about to crash through this door window. Like, this was a bad idea. Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. No. No. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Damn, she quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. This is why girls end up just being friends with dudes. Like literally this entire scene. Yuri, palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Chef, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. It definitely didn't look like it. Completely. The way she says that is creepy as fuck. Like she is just mind wiping people. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. She gonna die? Somebody else is gonna die. I think Yuri's next. I have a feeling Yuri's next. Like this whole scene is gonna end up sending her down a spiral and she's gonna end up slitting her wrist. She keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Chef. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Don't kill Yuri. I mean, I'm gonna try not to. That's my front runner. I would want to keep Yuri safe at all costs. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? No, go away. I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... What the hell, man? This game is so bizarre. Alright. I guess we're writing tonight's poem. I still want to... I still want to write poems for Yuri, so I don't care. Graveyard of Fear, Graveyard. Embrace, love, insight, flying sensation, strawberry, peaceful, despise, color, beauty. Let's go sensation. Melody, party, sadness, memories, broken, sing, sticky, death, hopeless, email. My dude. This game got real fucking dark. Real fucking dark. Real fast. I had no idea. Sticky death? Is that how you'd want to go out, bro? We don't judge here. It's cool. I got 2 votes for Sticky in chat. I feel like there's a lot of hate for Sticky in previous poetry sessions, but we'll give him Sticky. We'll give my boy something sticky. There you go. Oh, and she likes it sticky. Good to know for the future, I guess. Adventure, silly, portrait, destiny, sunset, shiny, bliss, skipping, whirlwind, bouncy. No destiny. Nightgown, frightening, essence, suicide, defeat, marshmallow, poof, feather, pure, lucky. Gotta love a good nightgown, right? Fester, anxiety, hair, effulgent, agonizing, romance, Lollipop, giggle, unrequited, flee. No romance. Oh, damn it. I'm not picking enough Yuri things. Gotta give her nibble. Sweet climax. Nibble, desire, heart, forgive, prayer, daydream, vacation, holiday. Nibble or climax? Does the nibble initiate? I've been picking nibble like every time it comes up. Oh god, it's her also. Damn it. Yuri's the one that likes the climax. All right, friends, journey, hop, question, fickle, jumpy, tragedy, jump, analysis, scars. I'm getting nervous. I have a lot of things left to pick, but I gotta go tragedy. I need to keep my girl happy. It's just like, nah, I need to keep her happy. Clumsy, puppy, loud, imagination, fun, doki doki, together, unending, dream, contamination. Unending. Charm, hope, atone, misery, empty, sparkle, disoriented, kawaii, rain cloud, anger. I picked rain cloud last time, but I do like a good rain cloud. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Fireflies, fluffy, promise, swimsuit, precious, massacre. We gotta go massacre. Yeah, my girl likes a good massacre. Secretive, kiss, entropy, raindrops, philosophy, warm, cheeks, infinite, parfait, papa. Determination, skirt. I want to pick this every time, but it's a bad idea. Determination, skirt, cry, wrath, aura, family, games, dazzle, whistle, laugh. I'm gonna go wrath. Just yeah. We're trying to keep Yuri happy. It's important to me. Lust, anime, Valentine, breathe, hurt, universe, bunny, bed, melancholy, heartbeat. Melancholy. Inferno, the game's gonna punish me for going out of my way to try hard to impress Yuri. I know it. She's gonna end up dead. I think that's why Sayori died. I have a feeling whoever like I try to cater to more, and like last time, like I was just picking words, and I think my poems cater to Sayori every time. I think Monica ends up getting them to kill themselves, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen to Yuri now because I keep picking words for Yuri. But if I'm wrong, we just want to end up with Yuri. Abra, Atticus. Got to check the latest TikTok/YouTube. I posted a clip from last week's game session with my girl Yuri. Probably one of my favorite clips I've done. It was a good time. Inferno, electricity, play, joy, vivacious, waterfall, depression, marriage, vibrant, passion. Excitement, kitty, fantasy, judgment, extraordinary, vitality, cage, spinning, heaven sent, uncontrollable. I always pick this because of the brand new song. I'm gonna do it again. You told Sayori that you want to be friends. That kills her. I mean, look, I wasn't in love with her, and I wasn't gonna be in love with her like that, and I didn't want to lie about it because I feel like that would have been worse. So you're saying if I had just lied to her and said I love you, everything would have been fine? There's no way. Then Yuri would have killed herself or something, which would have been worse. Kind of. Shame. She couldn't have been saved. That's what I thought. She was way too far gone by the time I tried to step in. There was nothing I could have done. I needed to have been there the whole time since we were kids. Shame, smile, cute, vivid, vanilla, ribbon, milk, disown, boop, cheer. Let's go vivid. Milk, always milk. The thing is, you're late to the party. basically the words that I pick make a girl jump, and whoever jumps is gonna like my poem more. And I need her to like my poems because some things happened with her that I basically promised myself to her for the rest of my life. We're like basically married. I need to try to make her happy. That's all there is to it. We are one now. I said if she leaned in and she licked the blood, that was it. Wedding bells. I had to wife her. And she did it. That sealed our fate forever. It's bound in blood. Meager explode. Chocolate shopping. Amazing after image. Alone. Playground. Grief variants. Dark calm. Awesome time. Childhood uncanny. Rainbow starscape. Existence disarray. It's a song I like. I think it's a Lifehouse song, actually. Eternity unrestrained. Headphones ambient. Pleasure. Tenacious sunny. Candy pain ocean. What the fuck was that, dude? This game like has jump scares now. Like for a game that's just a bunch of text on a screen, like it's actually just like it keeps doing shit, man. Is Natsuki already dead? Another day passes, it's time for the club meetings already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here for the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, chef. I've heard this one gets wild. This one already got wild. I mean, like, I don't know anything about trigger warnings on my Twitch stream, bro, but like within the first like 10 minutes, a girl hung herself and they just like left that shit up here for way too long. And like, I didn't need to be the one that found her in a room, and they didn't need to show it to me for that long. And it was just like, all right, game, I got it. Like, I knew it was going there, and like, bro, calm down. Like, also, the music that was playing while it had me staring at this girl sounded pretty much like this. Low-key glad I missed the beginning. Yeah. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yeah, no shit, it was a huge blow-up. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at her desk. Surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like this has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Bro, nothing about her makes me think she's mentally sound, which is exactly why she is waifu. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Chef, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? I'm so good not seeing Monica. Like, after her face took my entire fucking screen, like, I don't need to see her for a while. No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I have. Yeah, I'm very good. Like every time she talks, I just get more and more like, please don't. I don't want to do anything with you. Just, geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Holy shit. Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Bro. Monika's the devil. I don't even remember anything bad happening. What the fuck? You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Dude. Natsuki's just in a silly, goofy mood. Natsuki's been brainwashed by fucking Satan. She told us she was gonna do it, and she did it. But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? My last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Bro, what the fuck is this thing? That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Chef. Where'd everybody else go? Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Bro. This may be the scariest villain I've ever encountered in a video game. Right here. That cherry blossom monster in Silent Hill, you thought that was spooky until you met Monika. So you got a little bit of Monika in your life. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. This is the scariest game of all time. It's so like the jump scares, like yeah, it's all like it really is pretty psychological. Like I'm so baffled. Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Chef, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. Big win. Big win. I mean, in the club. Right. Definitely. I planned on it anyway. Yeah. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? It's like high school. I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. I also liked high school. I think middle school was the worst, where kids were the meanest, in my opinion. Middle school sucked. High school was alright. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Middle school was 100. Yeah. Middle school sucked. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting, so I decide to go look for her. Oh my god, dude. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Oh, what's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh my god. Dude, what the hell? Yeah. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck? Time travel? Nah, bro. This is that witch Monica. For sure, this is all Monica. What the hell? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Chef, do you like oolong tea? Do we trust the water she's bringing back, chat? I'm kind of scared to drink this tea, I'm not gonna lie. Anything is fine? Probably not anything. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. Don't trust the water, bro. Yeah. I'm feeling a little sussed out. I'm a little bit sussed out by the water. I don't think she'd hurt you. I mean, I'm not gonna get hurt by it, but you really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything, in that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. I feel like even the small wins where it feels like she's like falling for me, I like can't enjoy them because this game is like just fucking out there, man. I'm like, every mouse click, I'm like afraid of what the hell it's gonna do and show me. Like, that was some crazy shit. You're always worrying about me, Chef. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Chef, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture, same. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. I also have terrible life posture. I started noticing that, like, in part it's because I'm taller than most people, and so like I'm also I think I'm hard of hearing, and I lean over to hear what they say more, and also just to get like on the same level with people, I end up like kind of coming down some, because I'm 6'2", so like Jamie's a lot shorter than I am, and I don't know, not to totally blame it, like I've always had bad posture, but I just feel like, I don't know, whenever I stand up straight, yeah, and Jamie's like, yeah, so like whenever I stand up straight, the view's different. I can't even look at Jamie. I like see just clear over her. Like, but then if I give it a little slouch, a little lax, you know, you can kind of see the top of her head. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Nice. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Nice. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Nice. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. The horror. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. The struggle. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that, my bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? This is where you gotta offer to feed it to her, right? This is the play. She set you up with the layup. Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Nice. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri, my dude. The play. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Nice. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Chef? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. Nice. I can't. Chef? Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Chef. My heart won't stop pounding, Chef. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Chef? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Holy shit. Are we going in this closet? Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Dude, what the fuck? It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Nice. What the fuck? Alright, what is this? Dude, what the hell is this? What is happening, bro? What the fuck, dude? What the hell? Oh my god. Hey, welcome back. She's crazy for you. Yeah, she's... First 3 words were all you needed. She is crazy. But we like crazy girls here. It's all good. And appreciate her passion for me. It's time to share poems. Bro, we had something going on, all right? Even though she had like an absolutely psycho look, it was a moment. She stepped in the way again. Worst villain in a story I've played to date. She just cock-blocked me. And she's a fucking psycho. Definitely the devil. She erased Natsuki's mind. Nah. This is wrong. This is wrong. Who should I show my poem to first? Psh, best girl. Free. I've been waiting for this. Nice. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Chef. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Nice. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Chef. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. We're moving steadily in the direction of like a stage 10 clinger. It's getting intense. Like, she for sure has a chewed bubblegum statue of my face in her closet. Bad. Haha. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Chef? I'm not being weird, right? Kinda. I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now I just want you to read my poem too, okay? I have not read this one. This is new. All right, here we go. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. It was good. It was good. It's almost identical to mine. I'm like trying to figure out, like, is this like starting to give me hints of what the hell is going on? It's like these like key words that keep getting repeated here. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. Bro, she's fucking crazy. Oh my god. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? Probably not. You can keep the poem, though. Holy shit. Okay. Natsuki is the only vaguely normal one. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. This is why Natsuki is my fave. She's just so mean. It's so hard to like get into her because like she's so mean to us. But I think I was saying that earlier, that like if she wasn't like that to us, like the manga connection, like I do feel like she would have been a good fit if she wasn't so rude to us out the gate, which I guess is like a very childish way of like having a crush, right? Like back in elementary school when you have a crush, you'd be like mean, you'd be meaner, right? Some of us like that. Yeah, I mean, to an extent. It just, I don't know, man. Like the way she like puts you down just feels shitty. It doesn't even feel like playful. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been like spending some time with her or whatever, but you know, Monica and I are just as good as her at poems. I mean, so you should really try to learn something. You'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Ah, this is my jam. This is my jam. She just won my heart with I'll Be Your Beach. Amy likes spiders. I liked this one. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. You know, I just feel like based off of what's written here, there's more to Amy than the spiders. It doesn't feel like Amy makes the spiders her whole personality. She's a singer. She's caring, nurse, motherly, social, right? She's very friendly. I just don't, you know, it doesn't really seem like she... Damn, there's a lot of Amy hate going on in chat. Look, I'm just saying, it doesn't really sound like Amy walks around with like spiders on her shoulders and shit, right? Or like crawling all over her. Maybe at night when she's by herself, but when we're hanging out, they're not there. As long as Amy gets the spiders for me, I'm good. There you go. There's a benefit to that friendship. She can come pick them up, make them pets at her house. Everybody's happy. Not bad, right? If she says the word spider, I'm running. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things, such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You see that attitude? See this fucking attitude right here? This is why we're not writing her poems, alright? This attitude, bro. Oh my God. Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. I don't want to hang out with Monica to like any capacity. Chef, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. Bro, I hate this girl. Literally the worst. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. Absolutely the worst like person ever in a video game. Jesus. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. This is like the meanest dude. This is the worst villain in all of video game history. There's just no one more sinister. No one more purely evil. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. At least Natsuki is upfront about being a bitch. True. Don't get me wrong. Natsuki for sure. The rankings would have had Natsuki in third after Sayori and Yuri up top. I would still hold Natsuki well over Monica, who's not even remotely in consideration because fuck this shit. I'm not saying it's your fault, just that you're enabling her. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. No, I don't think I will. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and I know how to treat my club members. Does not agree. The chef does not agree, not even a little bit. This is the most sadistic villain in any game I've ever played. No. All her sexiness is gone. She is just like next level terrible. Even if she stands like this, it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm scared. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Oh my god, here we go. This has been so fun to watch. I've had fun playing. That's why I picked it up, because like the other dating sims that I played, they were fun to play, and like Jamie had a fun time watching it because it was just like it was a fun game. It's a fun story to narrate through. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright. Beat, folklers, flash, Why are there missing letters? She's like falling apart. All right, the colors, they bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. An endless poem of meaningless. Delete her. Bro. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. They did a really good job on this game. Like fucking with the player with all these effects, like the timing and everything of it, like they did a really good job. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when... Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me? What the fuck? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? This game is so good. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. All right. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I'm probably going to call it soon. Should I stop here or let her go over it? How you feeling, Jamie? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Chef joined and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. Dude, I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small, right, Chef? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Chef to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Chef joined Mime Jr. Oh my god. Wait. This is important. I missed a mime while I was drumming earlier. Super mad. Gotta get the junior. The best Pokemon ever, to be honest. I was really mad when I did a drum set earlier, a Mr. Mime spawn, and I would have, like, I want to catch all the mimes. I love Mr. Mime. When I was playing Pokemon Unite, I mained Mr. Mime, and it was the trolliest best thing ever. Like, imagine playing a game like League of Legends and just putting up invisible walls that people just run into and look stupid and get frustrated because they waste their attacks. It was amazing. Anyways, Yuri never even talked until Chef joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Chef isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. Gonna have to reprogram her. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Chef want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Fuck! I didn't catch it. But congrats to V and Jamie for the sick Mime Jr. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Chef, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Oh no, Natsuki's made Monica angry? Yeah, Monica's gonna wipe her brain again. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Chef, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Oh, well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Intrusive thoughts? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. What the hell was that? Did she just like spray blood from her eye? What the fuck? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Chef? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. Her eyes like leaking blood. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Hey? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. Fuck you. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Chef? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Chef before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Dude, this is like the worst fucking, like, oh my god, she just gets worse. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Why is she cockblocking again, man? Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. I shouldn't be alone here with her, like, she's fucking crazy. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Chef, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? Why the hell is it changing? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? No. But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why, wait, not yet. No, stop it. What the hell? All right. I'm gonna stop it here. This shit has gotten super weird, and now even the weirdness of Monica is starting to come off like there's more to that. She's not the one in control like I thought she was. There's something bigger working here. I love this game. It is so completely normal and fun. You know, I don't think that I would have used those words for how the stream started. Also, I'm pretty sure at some point the Yuri bleeding scene was probably a little bit not fun and abnormal. But the game is great. It's really well done. I am gonna save. I'm gonna get out of this for now. Next Saturday, I'm not gonna play Doki Doki. I'm not doing Doki Doki for 2 weeks. Oh man, I might have to schedule a different day. We're going to Orlando next Saturday, and I'm going to Orlando the Saturday after for concerts and for Universal, so I won't be around on Saturday evening. I would have to pick a different night to do it. We'll see. We either wait 2 weeks or I pick a different night and risk, you know, the core Doki Doki crew not being able to attend. We'll see. I'll think about it. But thank you guys for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the continuation of the playthrough. I will definitely be continuing through this. So yeah, we'll see when we make that happen. For now, I hope you have a good rest of your evening, and yeah, see you next time.